Hey everyone! So recently I really got into making low poly projects, and I have figured that I want to share with you my process. Obviously it is going to evolve and I am going to learn new things and improve, but right now, after creating my first few projects like this one and this one, like here they are, I'm pretty happy about them. I have developed a pretty simple pipeline that allows me very quickly create this kind of renders. So let's look at this bridge that I have made. It took me about a couple of hours, and it's really simple, as you can see, but this kind of results make me really happy because it's a very simple render, it's incredibly fun to create, and it looks really appealing. So I began by browsing ArtStation and searching for all sorts of cool low poly projects for inspiration, because I wanted to come up with something very simple to create, and just to have some fun creating some little very simple composition. After that, I have used Silo to model this kind of scene. Again, nothing special here, just create. Basically these are mostly resized boxes, really nothing complicated here. So I have made a few very simple objects, and here in material editor I have created materials for each one and named them, and these are basically just different diffuse colors in different names for each material in the scene that I need. So after that, I am exporting geo file and then importing it into Houdini. As you can see, nothing special here as well. And then I have created this very cool node, which I'm going to upload this scene, and you will be able to download it by following the link in the description of this video. So I have created this cool node that allows me to very quickly assign colors for each material. Unfortunately, there is no super convenient way to export from Silo and import into Houdini objects without losing the materials, but I still found a workaround where I just created a quick asset that has a bunch of color nodes that automatically pick up the material by its name and allow me to very quickly select the colors. So just like that, I have quickly selected appealing colors for each material. In Silo, these colors were just for a quick convenience, and here it's just these are colors that are used in final render. After that, I'm adding a facet node which has unique points turned on and post-compute normals. That makes sure that normals are, instead of being blended like so, you see by default they would be smoothed and averaged like this, and it doesn't look well. And this makes sure this node makes sure that all faces are flat shaded on the final render. Instead of unique points, you could also set cusp polygons and set cusp angle to 0. There is really not much of a difference, but I usually just do this, and this makes sure that each face is separated from its neighbors. Anyway, so after that, I'm adding a very simple material, and again, nothing special here. It's just mantra surface, where I turned off using use base color and turned on use point color. That way this mantra surface is as customizable as I want it to be, but it also is using point colors from the geometry. I will stop render over here. So there you go, this is my very simple shading, and then I have created a render setup which is again included in this scene, and you will be able to download it by following my links. So this is an asset I have made for quickly setting up lights and rendering any scene that I want. I have used it for all of my projects. I have used it for this house and for this car as well. And I think it's really cool. I'm really proud of how it turned out, because it allows me to very quickly do things that I want to do. So basically, it first of all creates a camera at 45 degrees angle to an object, and then it creates properly placed 3-point lighting setup. It creates, you can probably Google it or find out YouTube tutorials on the classic 3-point lighting. Basically, it creates key light to light the main shape of an object. Fill light to, key light is essentially a sun, bright orange light. Fill light is bluish and darker color to light object from the shadowy side, and rim light is used to separate objects from the background. As you can see in many low poly scenes, as for example in this one, I just turned it off because there is no need for it. But it is still extremely convenient to have it in my asset. And as you can see, this is just one node that I have created, just one asset, and it has all the basic, very simple render functions that I need. So I can select where to render file and its resolution and a bunch of other quick options. It has lights tab, which also allows me to very simply control the position and color of the lights, their distance, etc. Allows me to enable or disable soft shadows and their radius and sampling quality. Light radius controls how soft the shadow is, and sampling quality controls, well, quality of the shadow, and the higher numbers here reduce the noise. And then I have these controls for all three lights, and also I have an environment light. It allows create sort of fake ambient occlusion. So environment light is essentially just a giant circle that's put above the scene, and it creates soft shadows under the objects. Again, can control its color, intensity, sampling quality, and I have also enabled some HDR image-based lighting. And the next very cool thing that I can do here is that I have a composting tab, which allows me to control all sorts of cool composting stuff. So for example, I can go over here. Give me a second. So here, if I want to do some composting, I can select background file to add a beautiful background to my image. I can control the vignette effect that basically darkens the colors of an image, like so. You can see the difference. Bright colors, dark colors, make it look much better. I can control gamma and color correction. I can control levels like in Photoshop. And I can control saturation, and I can add glow, which I have used to add glow to the car, which I will probably explain in a separate tutorial. And I can add texture file, and this is just a crumpled paper texture that is overlaid over the image to add some detail, as you can see, like so. And I am also adding some noise at the end. This is a simple parameter, adding noise, and adding a little bit of noise I found makes it look pretty nice. It's almost imperceptible, but it makes nice little texture. So there you go, this is my process. It's very simple, but I really like the style. I find it very satisfying to just be able to very quickly to model something very simple and produce a beautiful result. And as you can see, I am not using any fancy tools. As you can see, I'm on Linux, so I don't have that much cool fancy 3D software, but these two beautiful and awesome and powerful tools are very fun to use, and I can use them to basically produce any art that I want. And this is very fun and very fast, incredibly fast. And as you can see, I have essentially two assets, main geometry and render setup, and they allow me to quickly adjust any parameters to quickly render anything I want. And this is really fun. I'm looking forward to making more projects, and I really hope this video was useful to you.